I couldn't sleep for 24 hours because of this game, fear and hunger. It took me more than 24 hours to finish this game. At one point, I was playing this game non-stop for 12 hours. And what did I get after finishing the game? I got nightmares for 3 days straight. Was it worth it? Absolutely. In Fear and Hunger, there are 4 characters you can play. Mercenary, Knight, Dark Priest and Outlander. I chose Dark Priest because he looks cool. There are multiple choices you can make to set the story of your character, such as here. After losing the battle with my sister, the game wants me to strike my sister from behind or accept my defeat. Obviously, I chose not to. And what did I get after doing right thing? I got a skill called Mastery over Insects. I wonder how this will help me, but anyway, I don't know what to do in this game, so I was just inspecting here and there, but out of nowhere, the dogs are after me. And in one attack turn, they took half of my health. You hear me? Half of my health in one attack. What is this game? It was a close call with 7 remaining health, but I won my first fight. I was enjoying my time beating the dogs, but again, out of nowhere, there are 2 more dogs. They were literally spawn camping. And what can I do? I died from dogs. I can already feel how hard this game is going to be. Next run, I didn't spend any time outside because those 2 dogs are spawn camping, so I headed straight into the dungeon. I was just exploring the dungeon, but suddenly... If you are wondering what is that black bar, it is to hide his massive dong. But I defeated him without any injuries. In this game, you have to take care of your hunger, body and mind. All of them requires different items and the loot is based on RNG. You know what? Fuck the RNG. The one thing I don't like about this game except RNG is even after the enemy is dead, they still attack you for some reason, which doesn't make sense. And because of that, I died from a dead enemy. Next run, I realized that I don't have to go from the main gate. There is on another entrance from the left. This place seems a lot more quiet than the main gate. I was looting things and there is always something. No. That thing looks kind of scary, but compared to God, it was kind of easy to defeat. I forgot to mention there is also invisible trap on the ground. This black guy is flying around me while making noise like shut the fuck up, bro. Come down and fight with me. He kills me in one shot. At this point, I realized that I have to do whatever I can to survive in this dungeon, so I decided to strike my sister. I know it is a bad thing, but hey, at least I got necromancy. I went to the same left entrance and I fell for the same trap. You don't have to say anything, I know I'm a retard. Finally, I found a skeleton where I can use my skill necromancy, but it also depends on the RNG of head and tail. Fuck the RNG. The skeleton I tried to revive kills me. This is the most humiliating stuff I have ever faced in a video game. Next run, I decided to use Knight and again I fell for the same trap. The next enemy I found was the Light Guard, and as you can see, he has 2 weapons. This motherfucker does not die. He gets 2 attacks. His one attack fractures my bone. His another attack chops my arm. Tell me what am I supposed to do against him? Next run, I decided to use Outlander. His description says he's an epitome of survival, but in a fight, what does he do? Misses his attack. Next run, I decided to use Dark Priest again, and finally the game is hearing my call. The RNG is on my side and I finally get to summon a skeleton. Let's name the skeleton Barry. Barry and I will beat this dungeon together, but again I fell for the same trap. With Barry, I was finally able to defeat the guard. I need another party member, so I'm trying to revive this ghoul. I tried to summon, but obviously RNG. Fuck the RNG. There is a bed where I can save my progress, and even when I have to sleep, I have to use the head and tail RNG. And what was the outcome? I got tortured by this torturer. Next turn, I lost the RNG again and this guard blindly rages. Pretty sure he will attack Barry, right? I have 80 HP and he kills me in one shot. Anyway, next turn, I'm coming after the torturer. I finally killed him, but against the light guard, I don't think Barry and me are still enough. I can't show it, but he has a metal shield for his stinger. He's that much powerful. The priests are sacrificing someone and... Don't ask me why I decided to sacrifice that guy. His scream was actually funny. Back in the main entrance, I find that there is a small girl in a cage. Obviously, I'm gonna help the kid because I'm a nice guy. There is a ritual circle where Barry and I can make love. Isn't that interesting, Barry? Of course, yes. I tried to do that, but Barry has no flesh to make love to. I'm sorry, Barry. And there is another option to make love with the girl. What is this game? One of the dumbest thing I did in this game is not trying to make love with Barry, but jumping down in a shithole. Yeah, I did that actually. Why did I do that? I don't know. Next run, I was successfully able to summon the Gaul this time thanks to the RNG god. I recruited another party member. Maybe now I can handle the light guard. I was so wrong. His both arms are gone, but he still kills me with his stinger. Yes, with his stinger. Next run, I got my party member Larry again. I decided to make love with him. Why did I even do that? I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not paid enough to do censoring every time I'm walking around. So next run, this elite guard kills the girl. So I did the next run. Why? Because I want us to escape this dungeon together. Using this elevator, I can access a new area. There, I get to recruit a dog called Moonless. Good boy, Moonless. Me, the little girl, Moonless, Barry, all four of us will escape this dungeon alive. A terrifying presence has entered the room. It must be me because I'm the most terrifying being in this game. I'm not lying. There is this yellow maze. This motherfucker snipes from distance. After losing both of my legs, I don't even die. I'm left to crawl around. One more time, this game is way too cruel. Next run, he snipes my leg again. Bro has some food fetish for sure. I have spent so much time trying to make the dark priest work, but at this point, I was just wasting a lot of my time without knowing what to do next. So I watched this video, how to get OP early with Knight. I followed the instructions and I got to recruit one of the strongest character in this game, Legade. I don't know how to say Legade or Legard. Whatever I'm saying, just pretend that it's okay. Anyway, I will just say Legade. I said he's the strongest, right? This mother flipper one-shots the guard. No one can stop us now. As you can read, this flipper pricked me from behind and gave me hemorrhoid. Next run, I freed the girl again. I found out that we can use empty scrolls to ask for anything. Anything in this game. We just have to say, "Oh Lord, give me someone for this Valentine. I'm lonely." I asked for Engard, which is a really powerful skill I heard. Behind the bookshelf, you can enter the backyard and don't go there. There is a group of people enjoying themselves. So yeah, don't go there. We find the second strongest sword in this game, Blushin. I'm slowly becoming unstoppable in this game. My buddy Legade is saying, "I'm feeling sick, can I rest?" I let him rest and three of us, Moonless, the girl and me, went to explore. I shouldn't have done that because from one swing of this old night, I lost my arm. Even after losing an arm, I decided to continue explore. I died due to infection. Now I have to go back to the title and do everything all over again, which I did. This crow looking dude is following me. He should be a nice NPC. My dude Legade, the strongest character, says, "My mind, I feel bad, let me take a rest." Right in front of him, this crow dude. Do you think he looks friendly? Thank God that the crow man is not judging me right now because I know I will lose to him back in the mines, and these two blue looking monsters are doing something unholy. Maybe I shouldn't have explored. And my dog pees right in front of them. Moonless is such a Chad. I took the item Cube of Death which I need, and after taking it, the game crashed and I had to do all over again. Entering the mine, the game crashed one more time and I had to do all over again. When I was not recording, the game crashed again. To solve this issue, I had to go to Reddit, and thanks to Harriger12, after following his solution, thank God the game stopped freezing. Using the Cube of Death, I can enter this door. This door leads to Ancient City where Legade wants to go. On the top of this tower, I can finally sleep restfully without anyone interfering. Thank you game for this mercy. After sleeping in my dream, I visit Kingdom of Rondon. Here, I see the past of mercenary Kahara, the past of Enki where he is trying to sacrifice himself, the past of the Outlander where most of the people from his tribe died, even the kids. There is also one of the most annoying boss of this game resides here, Skin Granny. At first, she looks like she's easy to deal with, but the thing is her hand deals critical damage, she has high physical defense, and her legs does fracture. I just couldn't beat her. She kept killing and killing me, so I had to watch the guide on how to beat Skin Granny, and even with that, she beat my ass. This game is not balanced. So I began my journey to find even stronger items. I went back to the Thicknet and I got myself the strongest sword in the game, Eastern Sword. I went back to the mine to fight Salmon Snake, and let me tell you, this Eastern Sword does 888 damage. This sword is way too OP. With this sword and Legade, obviously I'm going to beat the shit out of Salmon Snake. Back in the main entrance, I beat Isaiah for his mask. Then like a jump scare, this crow man comes in my face. But I have Eastern Sword, I have Legade, I have Moonless. Maybe I can win against him, no? This this dude one-shots my dog, and obviously I went back because I want to skip this dungeon with all of my party members. Next run, we are fighting with the skin granny with all of my OP items. This time I finally beat her. I was more than happy. We get to know Legade's backstory and how he might be the person from the prophecy. The new god Nilvan says, "Please, I ask of you just to get my child out of here." So the little girl I'm trying to save is a child of a god? That sounds interesting, which I gladly agreed. Even if the god didn't say, I will do anything to save this child. Here, I'm exploring the past ancient city with my gang. There is this extremely weird looking guy. Ancient city is just filled with creepy looking creatures like this hairy guy, this bug looking guy, this woman with a child in her belly, and when I attack her, the child falls off and slowly he stands up. Extremely creepy. Anyway, I got one soul from the god. I'm fighting this big brain looking guy for another soul. I was just attacking his brain and suddenly he whips out maybe a cock from the middle of his brain. Who is designing these enemies? Anyway, I beat him in my first try. He was easy compared to Skin Granny. I'm close to the end game. My items are running out and my gang's mind is at the lowest point. But I don't have any item to help them, so what did I do? I used empty scroll. A scroll which you can use to ask for anything. But what did I ask? An L and opium powder. Yeah, opium powder and L. For the last remaining soul, I'm torturing this sacrifice I made. After killing him, I finally get to fight Tormented One. And let me tell you, this motherfucker just doesn't die. And he took Moonless from me. I'm sorry, Moonless, I couldn't help you. But I'm too far in the game that I cannot redo all over again. Even if I lost Moonless, I at least wanted to save the girl. After getting 3 souls, I finally get to fight this golem who previously said, "You are too unworthy to fight me." And look at him. I beat his ass so easily. After beating him, I get to enter deep inside the ancient city. There is this dude who gives me the keys and says, "Use this key and try to kill my past, ha ha ha." So the fuck up, I'm not here for you. After slicing the third organ, I go back to the cabin and I can finally enter this place. The mouth closes once I enter, so I don't think we are getting out of this, boys. This trap looks easy. I died. Next run, and I died with that swinging axe again. I'm already running out of items and I have to fight this EES lizard, which I obviously beat his ass. In this platform filled with human bodies, I'm ready to fight the final boss. Something feels different, especially with the girl. And I never thought that the final boss would be the girl I'm trying to save the most. In this final battle, it is just me and Legade. After each stage, she keeps transforming to something new and scary looking being. I have to say these sound effects are really creepy. Although Legade and me are the strongest character in this game, I don't think we can win. And just like that, I lost. Again and again. I knew I was not going to beat the final boss with just me and Legade. I had to find someone, recruit someone, because Moonless is dead. So who else is there? I realized there is this dude in the blood pit, Nasra the wizard. Although there is only head of Nasra, he can use really strong magic like Greater Hurting, Pyromancy Trick, and Black Orb. With 3 of us, I think I can finally beat her. But there goes Legade. I have a chance to beat this boss, that's why I'm sorry Legade, I can't go back and save you. After a long battle, finally I defeated the god of true fear and hunger. The ending is, even after defeating her, I don't get to escape the dungeon. I'm here crawling in front of the god and the god says, instead of fighting the inevitable, why not embrace it? Just lay down and rest. There is beauty in this darkness that can be harnessed and used to usher something new. Just like that, I never escaped the dungeon. But as a compassion from the true god, my demise was at least peaceful. I don't know why I got so addicted to this game. I kept playing this game every day. Something about it just attracts me. After finishing the game, I got nightmares for 3 days straight. My nightmares were like I'm in a game similar to Fear and Hunger where I have to move in a 2D environment. First day it was like that. Second day someone shot me in my head from behind, but it wasn't painful. But the guy that shot me went back in time and shot me again in my head from behind, but this time I suffered. I felt the pain. Third day I was inside a loop where I did the same thing again and again and again and again. The nightmares were horrible, but I don't regret playing this game. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.